moving around in bed, including getting in and out of your bed, and also like rolling when you're in bed. So when most of us get into bed, we go like this. Okay? What happens is we know about load now. As soon as you do this, these muscles have to kick on, and you're in a super high load position when you're making that transfer, which just gives us another small credit card swipe. What we want to do instead, and then as you see, I did it naturally there, when you come back out of bed, it's the same thing. You crunch up. So you're in bed, you wake up in the morning, you may check your phone or something, and you go and get up like this. And we know in the morning you're even more load sensitive. So you're already just putting yourself off to a bad start. So very easy solution. What you do, you want to walk up to your bed and sit. Okay? Sit fully, take a second to pause, okay? What happens is, even when we teach this perfectly, people, they're like, I got it, and then you try to break down. What happens to people a lot of times is you learn these, but then you start to rush the steps, and you start to combine them all into one. And I'll show you what that looks like, but you want to sit right here, and then probably get a little further so I'm lined up. You're going to lift your arm that's closer to the pillow, set your other arm like here, and then you are just going to fall onto your side. And you can use these two hands, and you can use your hand and your elbow to just catch you a little bit, but speed is actually key. A lot of times we go really slow because we're guarded, but we're in a loaded position when we're holding our neck up in the air. And if you go slow, you're just holding yourself in that load for a longer period of time. So we want to just fall like this, directly on our side. You can see at the end I caught myself a little bit, but there was almost no stress on my neck there. We get up, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to push up with this hand. We're going to use our elbow here. At the end, you can kind of karate chop the bed with your hands. So it's here, and then just like that. Here, boom, right onto my side. Now this is where people start to get into trouble. So they'll be like, okay, I got it. And then they go like this, and then right at the end, they start rolling over. So they're like, here, cool, I'm on my side, and then at the end, and it puts them right back in that same position. So make sure getting in and out of bed every time, conscious effort right here, boom, same thing, back down, and we're in. Now that we're here, a lot of times, as soon as we go to roll over, it's here, and then roll, and again, we're crunching and holding the whole time. And this is why people hurt when they transfer in bed. When you roll over, like we talked about in the last video, if it hurts when you roll over, this is why. Because you're loading yourself every time you pick up to turn. So what we want to do instead is just roll. Because a lot of times we don't like to move positions. So we try to keep ourselves in the same place. And that's why we lift. We try to scooch like this. If you can instead actually just roll, then you can push your head down into the pillow. And as you push it down, you will not lift it up. So we're going to make a conscious effort to push the head into the pillow and then just use body weight to just roll. Boom. Just like that. And then if you're going back again, same thing. Roll. And then back again. If you know that like your dog is right here and you don't want to roll onto them, you can scoot your butt a little bit first and then slide your head over without really lifting your head, but keep it pressed. Just slide the head. You can get your whole body ready. And then from there, you can roll into that position. If you sleep with your legs straight, you can still use the body weight of your hips to roll you over there. Okay? And if that still is too hard for you to move, you can actually put your arm up in the air, bend a knee like this, and then use those limbs to give you that momentum. But again, my head hasn't lifted at all here. So we're here, back here. And then if I need to get onto my right side, I'm going to run out of table here. So I'll just shift a little bit, keep my head pressed down the whole time. And from there, just going to roll right onto my side. Head never comes up. Now, again, we're going to get out of bed. We're going to do that same thing. Hand under here, elbow up here, fast, boom. Now, if you're not strong enough to get yourself up from that sideline position, the last thing you can do, let's say we're already down there, okay? If we're here, what you can do is actually just deal with the pillow in your face for a second, and you can roll over onto your belly without ever lifting up your head. And then from there, you're actually less loaded when you're looking down. Sorry, I'm going to lift my head just to talk. When you're looking down like this, you're actually less loaded because there's bony support. So if you were to roll, you get your head completely down and then just step off the bed, and I'll show you what that looks like. It just looks like that. And there, what we've done by changing the setup position from the last video, changing your rolling, we've taken an entire night of aggravating stressors, that's like a third of your day, and removed all of them.